Borealis, positions represent the link between individuals and organizations. We typically need to engage with different people based on their position within an organization. Of course, an individual can have more than one position at a time, and if someone is wearing many different hats, you can make sure that's reflected in their stakeholder record. To create a position, you'll need to select or create records for the individual and the organization that they're associated with. As you know, terminology can vary significantly from one organization to the next. The position field in Borealis is a free text field to ensure that job titles are entered as accurately as possible. If you want to group stakeholders who share a similar role, you'll want to use the role or categorization field. You can add, view, and manage stakeholders' positions from an organization record, or an individual record. When you open an organization record, you can quickly see if someone has been identified as the main contact for the organization. If so, you'll see their name and title in the main view. This section may also display the names and titles of other individuals in the organization that you communicate with frequently. If you'd like to review all the stakeholders associated with an organization, along with their positions, simply click on Members in the menu. To add a position, click on the green plus icon, then select an individual and enter the name of the position. In an individual record, a stakeholder's main position is displayed below their name in parentheses. If the person holds more than one position, you can review them all by clicking on Positions in the menu. To add a position, click the green plus icon, then select the related organization and enter the required information. In either case, the individual and organization fields are mandatory. The other attributes in the creation form are optional, but including any additional details can be helpful for colleagues or reports that reference the position. Let's look at an example. Preston Spicer is the president of Afforda, but he's also chief of the Eastman Volunteer Fire Department. We'd better add that position to his stakeholder record. First, we'll open Preston's individual record. Click on Positions, then click the green plus button. Next, we need to select an organization, in this case, the Eastman Fire Department. Then enter a name for the position, which is Chief Fire Officer. Once you've entered all the necessary information, click Save. And there's the new position we created for Preston Spicer. Borealis does allow you to remove positions, but unless a position was entered by mistake, we don't recommend doing this. It could impact the history of engagements with your stakeholder while they were in that role. If a stakeholder is no longer associated with the organization in question, you should enter an end date for that position instead. That way, the position will still be displayed in the system as historical information, so you can keep track of all the positions the person has held over the course of your relationship. Any previously held positions will be grayed out to indicate that they are not currently active. Borealis makes it easy to manage multiple roles for an individual while ensuring that all interactions are linked not only to the individual, but to the organization they represent in that position. Each position can be assigned a different email address. When you send those emails to Borealis using the Outlook add-in or the Gmail add-on, the correct position will be selected automatically based on the email address. Here's an example. Let's say you need to write to Preston Spicer about an upcoming asset maintenance activity in his municipality. For this engagement, you'll be contacting him in his role as Eastman Fire Chief rather than President of Afforda, so you'll use his @EastmanFire email address. When the communication is recorded, you'll be able to review it from Preston's individual record and also from the Eastman Fire Department's organization record. If an individual only has one position, it will be displayed as their main position by default. But if the person holds multiple active positions, you can easily set any position in their record as the main position. Simply open their individual record, click on Positions, and hover over the position you want to select. An edit option will appear, allowing you to identify the role as the main position. That's all there is to it. Now you know how to create a position for an individual in Borealis. Practice makes perfect, so be sure to try out these exercises. Create a new position for one of your stakeholders. Set this position as the main position. Deactivate a position that isn't relevant anymore. If you have any questions, don't forget to visit our Help Center, where you'll find more introductory videos like this one. Or write to the Technical Support Department if you encounter any problems.